Oh, what's your soul saying? Oh.
Hello guys, I hope you're well. Thank you for joining me today for this Divine Masculine reading. I'm just going to be seeing what's going on with the Divine Masculines, how they're feeling, what they're experiencing, and what energy they're in today and what they're dealing with. So to start the reading, I'm going to be using Archangel Animal Oracle deck to see what's going on. And like I said, I hope you guys are well and you're coping with whatever situation you're in, and you're staying focused and you're believing and trusting and taking responsibility of your feelings and realising that this journey is about yourself. It's a relationship with yourself. I know you're here today to see what's going on with your Divine Masculine, but that's just for guidance, I know. But we all have to take responsibility of how we're feeling and realise that this journey isn't about the Divine Masculines, this is about you, Divine Feminines, because you're the positive polarity. And I do hope that you have got to the stage where you do have this deeper understanding, and you do understand that this is about yourself, and that the more you can do for yourself, the more you're doing for your Divine Masculine. Whatever you do for yourself, you're doing for your twin. So I hope you understand that. So let's see what's going on with the Divine Masculines, just to give you some guidance really of how you're getting on, because that's how it works. Whatever you're experiencing and whatever you're feeling and whatever you've healed and how you've grown, your Divine Masculine experience is all this as well. So let's see what's going to come out. Ladybird. How beautiful is that? Ladybird, accept happiness and good fortune. So ladybirds, every time I've been going into my garden, I've been seeing ladybirds every time. So let me know if you've been seeing ladybirds. But the energy of ladybirds is about happiness and good fortune, good luck, so much abundance and new beginnings. So this is amazing for the Divine Masculines to be in this energy today. So they're learning about accepting happiness and good fortune, accepting, we know that they have been experiencing acceptance. They have been accepting themselves. They realise and accept that they're unique. They're feeling better about themselves. They're in tune with themselves, and they're accepting love. They're accepting support, like from higher power, from God, the universe, source, spirit. So they have been dealing with acceptance, but today they really are experiencing this acceptance of happiness. They're allowed to be happy, and it's okay for them to be happy, and accepting good fortune, accepting that they can have their dreams and desires of what they want to achieve in life, that is possible. And yeah, most importantly, accepting love, because the Divine Masculines have been blocking the love in the past. The past behaviours would be where they've been cold and they've been blocked, where then they won't allow themselves to receive love because it made them afraid, because they haven't experienced that before, and purely because you, Divine Feminines, you had your heart blocked to yourself as well. You may have been over-giving to your Divine Masculine, and over-giving in every area of your life, but you was blocking the love to yourself. And that's really hard to work out sometimes, because the Divine Feminines just feel like that they can express their love and their heart's open, but your heart wasn't open to yourself. And that is why when you was giving love to your Divine Masculine, they weren't receiving this love because your heart was blocked, which means their heart was blocked, because you're one soul. They're not separate from you. So they're learning today or experiencing today and dealing with acceptance of happiness and good fortune. So let's see what it says in the guidebook. But this is all good. This is when we see ladybirds and when we're delighted to see a ladybird, that's a blessing, It's just a blessing when you see a ladybird. It makes me smile every time I go to the garden and I see a ladybird because I know what they represent. So this is amazing for the Divine Masculines today. It means you're so supported and there's so much good happiness and joy coming to you, and be in the energy of acceptance, and you are attracting and so many blessings in your life. There's so much good fortune coming to you. So let's read what it says. I'm just going to read the guidance bit because it's quite long, so I don't want to make it too long for you guys. If you choose this card, it signals that you are about to receive a blessing from the universe. An angel may touch you, happiness awaits you, you are illuminated with new understandings, or good fortune is coming your way. Give thanks for all that you have received already so that you are energetically prepared for the new before the gift flies away. Ladybird energy invites you to spread angelic qualities today. This will make a difference to those you touch, and you may be surprised how people and animals will appreciate it. You are also asked to communicate graciously to all the people you meet or write to in a way that they will nourish and support them. That will nourish and support them. So this is beautiful, isn't it? There is blessings on their way, and Divine Masculines could be experiencing, because they're open now to accept, they could be receiving some kind of blessing from God, from the universe today. Because their energies, they're allowing themselves to receive, so that something could be helping the Divine Masculines today. The blessing could be where they're guided, or they get some kind of wisdom or download of information of how to deal with this situation, or if there's a situation in their life that they're asking about, if they're asking for help, because they've surrendered and they are allowing themselves to receive. They're open, and they are so in tune with themselves, and they are trusting and believing in higher power. They're allowing the blessing to come in. So today could be the day where they receive this blessing to help them in this situation towards you. And like I said, in any other area of the Divine Masculines, but this is really good because it means their heart is open. And we know that their heart is open, and they have so much love in their heart, and they do want to share their love. And they're able to do this now because they're showing love to themselves. And that's because you, the person that's watching, you're unblocking your heart. You're showing love to yourself more. You're not overgiving, and you're giving the energy more to yourself, and you're understanding this journey more. You're understanding that this is a relationship with yourself, and you're taking total responsibility, and you're not putting anything on anybody else or any situation. You're not relying on anything else, especially you're not relying on your Divine Masculine. You are more balanced. The feminine and masculine energy within you is more balanced, and Divine Masculines are experiencing this as well. So they're in the energy of being open to accept happiness and good fortune, and they could be receiving a blessing. And it did mention you are also asked to communicate graciously to all people you meet or write to. So they could be getting the blessing and the guidance and the wisdom of how to communicate, because this is something that really does make the Divine Masculines afraid about how to communicate. They have got this love, they're feeling ready, they want to express it, but they're not sure how to go about it towards you. So this could be the blessing today of how they do communicate with you, and because they know they have to communicate in such a clear way now, not it's got to be different. It's got to be different. They've got to communicate to you as the Divine Masculines, not how they used to communicate with old behaviour patterns and how they used to be with you, because you have made healthy boundaries, and because you are knowing your worth and you're feeling good about yourself, and because you understand this journey. You're not expressing that you're afraid or you're in doubt and fear. Obviously we do experience doubt and fear, and we'll always experience that, but you're not allowing that to take over your life. You do actually trust and believe that your Divine Masculine is coming back to you, and that you're one soul, and you're freeing yourself maybe from the worry of controlling. You're letting go of the control of this situation. So the Divine Masculines are feeling this energy, obviously, because this is why they do want to communicate. This is why they do feel this love, because they're opening their heart to themselves as well, which is they're feeling more confident about themselves because they're feeling love towards themselves. So they want to express it now because they're not so afraid, but they're not sure how to come in, to communicate with you, how to go about it. So the blessing could be today, because they're accepting, in this acceptance and being open, that they get the guidance of how to communicate to you graciously in a way where you're actually going to notice that your divine, where they're behaving like your Divine Masculine, and they're not coming with bullshit anymore, with the mask on, where they're actually talking to you properly as you're, as you are their Divine Feminine, not as the behaviour that they had before, as if you were, just because how you're setting these boundaries, because you know that you're not in fear and doubt of this relationship now, because you have this deeper understanding that the more you do for yourself, the more you're doing for your Divine Masculine. So this is, the Divine Masculines are really getting this energy. They're really, this is the blessing as well that they're getting, that they're experiencing acceptance of love, experiencing being open to receive. And because they're open to receive, they will get this blessing and guidance that they're wanting to help them to move forwards in a way, because they've dealt with so much, and they're ready to express, but they don't know how yet to move forwards in this situation. So let's see what else comes out. This is interesting, isn't it? But what a beautiful card. And I'm really touched because, as I said, I'm seeing ladybirds all the time, so that's nice. I'm going to use the Wisdom of the Oracle next. I haven't used these for a while, so let's see what else is going on with the Divine Masculines today. We know that they're accepting happiness, and their heart is open to receive the wisdom and the guidance. They're wanting to know how to communicate. This is about communication, and this is, today, ladybirds is about blessings, being blessed with good fortune. Let's see. How's the Divine Masculines feeling today? What energy are they in? What are they experiencing? Nice clear message, please. The Divine Feminines that are watching. change in the wind. So big changes happening. Big changes. Change in the wind. And so this could be like, the Divine Masculines could be feeling quite as if there's so much change going on. There's so much change that's happening, and they're trying to keep up with the change in their life. But they have, they realise that they have to change things. They want to change things now. They don't want to behave how things were before. They want things to move forwards now, and they are getting the guidance of how to change things. There is a change, and there could be things, major things happening in their life that you don't know about, or what you can't see. There's lots of change happening. So let's see what it says in a change in the wind. This is like eruption. Something's coming in. Maybe something's happening. Maybe the universe, God is stepping in, intervening to help this change on its way, because it's like you can see everything's blowing up. Everything's, so this could be like an eruption happening where God is coming in to help intervene to make this change happen. 12. Let's do this. So it's a blessing, you see. Sometimes, how amazing is that? Like I'm saying, the Divine Masculines are going to be experiencing some kind of blessing. Well, when God intervenes, sometimes it's in a way where at the time it could be very uncomfortable, or really like not, we can't understand at the particular time why something's happening, but actually it's a blessing in disguise. So let's see anyway before I go on anymore. Okay. Essential meanings is a sense that unseen chain has been initiated, preparation for a storm, awareness that your plans are not on firm grounds, feeling a shift, uncertainty about which direction the wind will blow. So, as I said, this is a bit like a situation. If you've got the tarot cards, it's like a tower moment, which really scares me. I don't like it when the tower card comes out, because I think, oh my goodness, what's going to happen? But nothing bad can ever happen, because when we're experiencing whatever in our life, it's all for our highest good, and it's always pushing us forwards. It's always helping us grow. And so let's see what it says. But again, it's a sense that unseen change has been initiated. So again, you Divine Feminines, you don't know everything that's going on. All you're going by maybe is what's happening in the 3D, and that might be nothing. There might be no change what you can actually see, but behind the scenes there is always so much going on with the Divine Masculines, and there's a lot that you can't see, and they are preparing, and they're in preparation the same as you're in preparation. So maybe they are feeling, this blessing that they're going to be getting is about they're wanting how to communicate, and they are going to know how to initiate coming, they're going to come towards you, preparing for this big change. They're going to initiate something, because they will get the guidance, and this will be the blessing. So anyway, let's see what it says. The oracle message is, it's human nature to yearn for certainty and resist change, to want the world to remain consistent like a zebra's stripes. Yet nothing in human experience is black and white, nor will anything remain static. The one thing guaranteed is change. Now it's time of transformation and outer conditions of temporarily moving out of sync with your desires and expectations. Stay the course and remember, and even storms serve clear at the air. Stay the course and remember that even storms serve to clear the air, scattered seeds and nourish the soil for better things ahead. Life is about to get interesting. Anticipate it with curiosity as you wonder what is coming in on the shifting winds. The unknown is where the magic lies. Oh my goodness. How exciting is that? So they are going to be guided to do something here, guys. God is going to be coming in, intervening and giving the Divine Masculine this blessing to know how to deal with this situation. They're going to be really pushed to do something about this situation. There is going to be a storm, or always remember that storms are here to clear things. And it's not very nice, or it could be uncomfortable at the time you're experiencing, but it's all good. It's all good because it's clearing the air, it's clearing the way for all the good to come in. So, and again, it's about they're wanting to they want this change, you know. This is the big part of this card, change. They want this change. They want to change their life. They want to make this change. They feel differently, and they've got the knowledge and understanding of this relationship and life. They have got this balance with the ego and their higher self. They know that they're not allowing the ego to take over anymore in their life. They're allowing the doubt and the fear, the negativity to come in, but they're allowing it to go as well, which is creating balance. They're not believing, and they're not living their life by what the ego is saying. They are open to change, and they do want to make this change. They have been doing their work, but they do want this change. So there is going to be change happening, guys. Divine Masculines are going to be doing something that's different, they're guided to do, that's going to make and create this change. So let's see what the relationship message says. Relationships go through periods where partners seem out of sync with each other, and stormy emotions and moods threaten to take down the ship. Perhaps someone has a change of heart and leaves. These rough seas offer opportunities for mutual growth, a way for you to understand your own heart better and to know that you need to be truly happy. Rest assured that whatever is happening now, good will come from it. Take temporary shelter and move yourself from drama. The air will clear and everything will be fresh and new again. This too shall pass. So if you're feeling, you know, maybe there is something going on between you and your Divine Masculine where it has been a bit stormy. You have experienced like stormy times where there's just been conflict, you know, it hasn't been going smoothly. There's been confusion and, you know, conflict, chaotic energy. This is about that will be changing. The storm, you know, hit hard, and but the storm is the blessing in disguise, because it's shifting and clearing so much within the Divine Masculines and within you, because whatever happens within you happens for your Divine Masculine too. So it is a blessing in disguise when we have these stormy, uncomfortable times, and we must be aware of that, and just allow ourselves to experience whatever we have to experience. It's acceptance. As like I always say, acceptance is such a big part of this journey, and patience. When you can accept yourself of how you're feeling, and you're not pushing, you're not criticising yourself or being cruel to yourself by saying, oh my goodness, I'm failing on this journey because I am feeling angry, I'm feeling sad, or I'm feeling impatient. There is no wrong. There's no wrong or right in this journey, just being. And it doesn't matter, you know, we always think that if we're behaving in a certain way or we're feeling a certain way, it's going to delay the journey. It's going to delay till, you know, until you see your divine masculine again. Nothing can delay it because it's not down to you. You can't skip how you're feeling. You can't skip to get to the end destination. You can't skip anything on this journey. You have to feel all of it. And God and will, when you're meant to come back, when you are meant to be with each other, that will happen when God decides, not when you decide, or not when your divine masculine decides. No, there's nothing you can do about it. So if you're in the mode of frustration, impatience and anger, happiness, whatever emotion or whatever you're experiencing isn't going to, whatever you're doing is perfect. It's just you being. You can't run away from how you're feeling. You can't run away from, oh my goodness, quick, I can't feel this because it's going to hold things up. It's all my fault. You can't. You can't skip any of it. You have to feel all of it and let go of timing. Time is an illusion. And there's nothing you can do about it. It's out of your control. You have to surrender to that. But we all think that if we do this or if we do that, this is going to make it go quicker and we can get back together again. And the whole point is the journey isn't about being with the physical person. Yes, God has put it in place for you to wake up because you feel this intense love for the physical person. But this is about yourself and finding inner peace within yourself and not relying on anybody to make you happy and taking total responsibility for yourself. Opening your heart to yourself. And when you do that, you get this beautiful gift, your divine masculine. When you take your attention off your divine masculine and concentrate on knowing, trusting yourself, celebrating yourself, celebrating life, you know, embracing life, whatever it throws at you, knowing that one day you are going to be back with your divine masculine and there's nothing to worry about, but enjoying the bits in between. But the point is I'm trying to say is there's nothing you can do to change, or you can't get there any quicker. You can't get to where you think that you want to be any quicker. You're doing everything perfectly the way you are, even if it is uncomfortable and you're upset. It's meant to be. You're supposed to feel those things. There's nothing you're doing wrong. And there's nothing your divine masculine is doing wrong. It's just how it's meant to be. So there's a lot of change going on, and divine masculines want this change because they're accepting this love and they're accepting that happiness. They're open to accepting and to receive. And as I said, there could be this storm that, you know, has created them to make changes. There's something happening where there's going to be change. And like I said, this storm is a blessing in disguise. So what card should I use next? I'm going to use shall I use the Power of Love? I use the Power of Love. So I hope this resonates to you and you understand the message that I'm getting across. It's all good. It's all good. What else is going on with the Divine Masculines? How they're feeling. We know that they're accepting love and happiness and good fortune. They're in that energy. They've been guided today to accept. And they are going to be blessed to be able to make this change. There's something that's happening that's making this them change. As I said, God's intervened in some way. Yes. Responsibility. You are aware of the power of your thoughts and the amount of love you express. They're taking total responsibility of themselves. They're taking responsibility. They're not blaming anymore. They're not putting it on other people. They're accepting, and they have learned by different experiences that have happened. They have this different perception of life, and they're looking at life differently. And they know that they've experienced things for a reason, and that it's helped them grow. They're not angry and bitter. They're looking at things through the eyes of love now, as I always say. They have been for some time now. They're taking on total responsibility of how they're feeling, their emotions. They're not expecting other people to make them happy or situations. They're taking that total responsibility on themselves. Let's see what it says in the book. This is amazing. This is very, very, very powerful, taking on this responsibility. And you know why? Because you have taken responsibility of how you're feeling. You're aware of how you're feeling, however that may be. You're not putting it on other people anymore. You're not going, oh my goodness, you know. You're taking responsibility of yourself, and the Divine Masculines are. And they're taking responsibility of this situation as well. So, let's see. Responsibility. I opened it on the right page as well. So, thoughts are energy. They are real, and they don't just belong to you. It's your responsibility to pattern your thoughts to reflect the highest levels of compassion and benevolence. As a responsible soul, you know that you are totally conscious of thoughts, that thoughts create reality. So be sure, do your part. Thoughts emanate from you constantly, and incumbent on you to make sure that the energy you're projecting is loving. This is the crux of being mindful. You must practice constant vigilance so the negative, hurtful, spiteful thoughts that start to form are nipped in the bud. Compassion and empathy are great tools to use as filters for your thinking. Before you project judgment, realise that you have little to no conscious awareness of what motivates another. When you make this connection, your every choice and virtually every other aspect of your life is based on the ideas of brother and sisterhood. Responsible people live by example and teach others through inspiration. The great responsibility that comes with power is knowing that you've come back to earth to elevate consciousness in the physical dimension. Ask yourself through the day, am I making the world a better place? Yeah. As I said, they are being very mindful, and so much more compassion they have towards themselves and others. Because they're doing it for themselves, they're able to do it to others, and they're taking total responsibility of how they're feeling and the thoughts that are coming in. They're not allowing hurtful, spiteful, negative, toxic thoughts to take over them. They are, as soon as they're coming in, they're allowing them to go again. They're not giving any drama, or they're not allowing the toxicity of the thoughts to control them anymore, or they're not getting they're not giving any power to it. They're just allowing it. They're not fighting it. They're not trying to stop them. They're just allowing it. They're flowing. They're taking responsibility. They're not getting caught up in negativity and toxicity of these thoughts anymore that makes them behave. You know, when we know that if we really believe and we get all worked up and things because of thoughts and things that are coming in, and we get caught up in dramas and we're making scenarios up, we just act, our behaviour becomes awful. They're taking responsibility of this completely, of how they're feeling, and that's because you are taking responsibility. They know when it's their ego kicking off, when their mind's kicking off. So, and they're being so mindful of it because they know that, you know, these thoughts that come in that are toxic are, you know, if it makes you feel uncomfortable, and it creates it's a very not a nice energy, and this journey is about feeling, isn't it? It's not about words, it's about feeling. It's about how you feel, you know, that's what radiates that energy out. So if you're believing this toxicity or whatever's going on, or this nonsense that your ego is taking up, that is really radiating out not particularly nice energy. It's sending out fear and doubt, and that's what you attract more of. And the Divine Masculines have mastered this now, where they realise that their energy is so important, where their energy is at, how they're feeling. They're taking responsibility of this. Just flowing, allowing. So they are taking responsibility of themselves, because you are, which will help them take responsibility of, you know, this situation, this relationship. It's going to help this relationship, because the Divine Masculines are taking on responsibility. They're owning it, which is going to open up so much for your relationship with each other, even though you're one soul. So everything's going to fall into place how it should be, because you've both got that balance now, taking this responsibility. So that's beautiful, isn't it? So Ladybird is acceptance, and the Zebra is change in the wind. Something big's happening with the Divine Masculines. There's change going on, and there could have been some uncomfortableness this week, or something's happened, like a blessing in disguise that's changing things. You know, God is coming, intervened, the universe is coming in to make this change. And it's a blessing, and we know that they're receiving a blessing because the Ladybird, and we know that they want to express themselves. They want to move forwards, but they're not sure how to do this. And they're taking on responsibility for everything that they're needing, and all the guidance and the wisdom and the downloads of information they're needing will be given to them at the right time, when it's right for you as well, Divine Feminines, when you've had that shift within you. But there is no rush. There is no urgency of you having to think pressure on yourself, thinking, oh my goodness, what is it I've got to do? What is it that I've got to heal? What is it that's making this happen? What is it that I'm doing to stop us coming together? When you just laugh about it and just think, well, there's nothing I can do about it. I can't force things to go any quicker. They are what they are. But you can be more peaceful and think, well, there's nothing to worry about, because I am coming back together with my Divine Masculine, so I can enjoy life, because we're one soul. And my Divine Masculine does love me, and I know that he's my Divine Masculine because I know within myself. I know that he loves me because we're one soul. So whatever I feel for my Divine Masculine, he feels for me. So there is no worry. So that can be some help for you, but just don't beat yourself up, whatever you're feeling, just allow it. And sometimes we are frantic and we are raging, but that's the way it is. Don't be cruel to yourself because you've had that experience or you think that you're delaying it. Just be happy with however you're feeling. Obviously, sometimes you don't experience happiness, you know what I mean. Right, I'm going to use the Divine Masculine Messages of Love from Liz Harrison to see what the communication is for you guys today, the Divine Feminines, from your Divine Masculines, what they'd love to say to you today. What would they love to say to you and what they're preparing to say to you. You know, what would they love to say to you if they wasn't afraid right now? What would the Divine Masculines love to say to the Divine Feminines today? Nice clear message, Divine Masculines. I am transforming. So they would love to say to you that they are transforming. We know that. I am transforming. You turn me on. They would say to you today that you turn them on. So they're feeling it, this desire, they're wanting this change, they're wanting to show you how they're feeling, and everything about you just turns them on. So I was born to be with you. That's come out a lot actually, because I did a TikTok and that card came out. So this is coming through strongly. I am transforming and you turn me on, and I was born to be with you. So you could be really desiring each other today. You're really feeling that sacred love-making energy, where you're just wanting to be, you know, you just want to be close to the person. You just want to be close and cherish the beautiful moments with your Divine Masculine. But remember, whatever you feel for them, they feel for you. And if your Divine Masculine turns you on, well, today the message is that you turn them on, so believe it. And you were born to be with each other. Let's see what the energy pops say. This is cheeky today, isn't it? Right. Oh my goodness, it's fallen out. Spiritual. They are transforming and they are very spiritual now. They have this deeper spiritual understanding. They're feeling spiritual. Spiritual growth they've experienced. There you go. Can you believe this, guys? I can't believe how supported I am when I'm doing these readings and how much comes through, you know, how much is channeled through me. And then before I've even said it, I say about spiritual growth and it says growth. Yeah, this is spiritual growth they're having. You know? Big things are happening, guys. Big change. There could have been stormy times and you could be beside yourself when you're thinking, nah, I can't be doing with this anymore. But all good is always happening, whatever experience. And you could experience really heartache, or where you're, as I said, it's all for a reason. And they are having a spiritual growth at the moment. I am transforming, and transforming came out, or the word transformed come out in one of the cards as well in the reading. So there is another transformation happening. This happens. the same as it does with you. Oh my goodness, can you believe it? I can't get one out. What my communication is. Let's see what they would love to say. You're so beautiful inside and out. You're so beautiful inside and out. What else would they say? The love I feel for you makes me feel like exploding. Yeah, that has come out. These two messages have come out in my readings this week as well. So the love I feel for you makes me feel like exploding. Yeah, as I've said for some time now, the divine masculines want to explode. Because they've allowed that love in now. They're not pushing the love away. They're feeling the love. They're accepting the love. And they just want to be able to express it. They want to show, you know, they just want to show you. They want to just explode. But they need to know how to get to that point. So this blessing could be them getting the guidance of how to do that. But that isn't your concern. You just need to concentrate on what you're doing. Now, let's see what the message is for you today. I'm going to use the reminder cards to bring forth your beautiful, divine inner spirit. So I'm going to start shuffling. What is the message today for the divine feminines to help them stay focused, to believe, to relax? Know that everything's how it should be. What is the guidance today for the divine feminines? What do they need to know? Nice clear message, please. Right. Slow down and enjoy yourself. As I said, slow down and enjoy this journey. It's time to really slow down and enjoy life for what it is. We are all too busy on our journeys to our destinations without actually enjoying the journey itself. Notice all the beauty which is always around, surrounding you. Really take the time to appreciate it all. It is there just for you. Action to take is slow down, take your time and enjoy the journey of life. Enjoy all the beauty which surrounds you. The powerful affirmation is, I honour my divine inner spirit by slowing down and doing something for myself that I love and that feels good to me. So yeah, you can enjoy yourself on this journey. And you can feel peaceful, because when you change your perception and you realise that there is nothing to worry about, and this journey doesn't have to be rushed, and it isn't about just getting to the place of seeing the physical person again, your divine masculine. It's about finding inner peace and feeling that support and that protection and love from God, from the higher power as well. Just feeling that. And you can enjoy life and we can embrace every part of this journey if we realise that we're one soul and we're experiencing everything for a reason, and we're always safe and protected. And you don't have to fear or to be scared about not seeing your divine masculine again, because you will, and you will be together. And everything that you need to know right now is being given to you. You don't need to try and work out anything else. You just need to be you and to be. There's nothing you can do apart from just being. The guidance, the knowledge, everything that you need on this journey to help you to have inner union and to then create union will be shown to you at the right time. When it's nothing about what you're doing, you're not doing anything wrong. So just be peaceful. Take the weight off of your shoulders and stop trying to work things out of what you can do better to make them come towards you. How powerful is that, guys? Be kind to yourself. And as I always say, whatever you do for yourself, you're doing for your divine masculine, because you're one soul. Okay, thank you guys for joining me today, and I hope I've helped you in some way and you understand what I'm saying. Let me know in the comments down below if you get what I'm saying and you do have this deeper understanding. And you know, I always think about you guys, and if you would like a private reading for a clearer message for your unique twin flame journey, just email me. It's in the description box down below. And if you are new, don't forget to subscribe, like and share, because it really helps my channel grow. And I'm sending my love, my support, my strength to you all, and I love you all so very much. Keep believing and focusing on yourself. See ya.
Oh, what's your soul